Hunter syndrome is a problem where the body is not able to break down a long, complex kind of sugar. They're called glucosaminoglycans, or we like to abbreviate them as GAGs because it's a little bit easier to say. It is involved in a defect of the cell. It's called a lysosome. So if you think about that as your recycling center of the cell, or if you're familiar with a TV show called Hoarders, what happens is that one particular enzyme or chemical that breaks down these GAGs doesn't work correctly, and it builds up in the lysosome. So you think about that hoarder's house, and they keep collecting books or newspapers, whatever. Pretty soon you have no room in your house for anything else anymore, and you can't function in your house. The gene that codes for the protein is on the X chromosome. So that means that you can have a woman who have a change in one of her X chromosomes and be perfectly fine. Or when you're male and you have a change in the X chromosome, you don't have another X chromosome there to compensate, then you will get the disease. So Hunter's almost exclusively in boys. The course of the disease is progressive, unfortunately. So after you start seeing these signs, things continue to get worse, and it affects almost any part of the body. The most severe form, unfortunately, the biggest problem is involvement of the brain. So over time, the ability to learn new things slows, so their development starts to lag or become delayed. Over time, actually, you start having a plateau of these skills, and then we'll lose these skills. And to actually get, which is best described as like a dementia. So if you think of somebody who's got Alzheimer's, for instance, it's very similar to that, where a person loses their ability to think, but unfortunately at a very young age. So many children who have been diagnosed with Hunter start showing signs of that when they're 2, 3. By the time they're hitting age 5 and 8, they've lost many, many skills. And when they're into teenage years, it becomes significantly worse. They may not be able to talk at all anymore, not able to walk, and eventually go into a vegetative state.